San Agustin Internacional here in Cusco, and we got quite a breakfast. Lots of fresh fruit, some rice pudding, it looks like.
Some quinoa.
Yeah, some quinoa.
Which is a traditional grain in Peru.
Lots of kind of fresh cheeses, and
espresso.
And espresso, yeah, I thought it was interesting. They had the espresso. I don't know how puristic this is, but they had the espresso in a air pot, and they had the steamed milk in another air pot. So you just pump them together to make a latte. It's kind of interesting.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. So we're going to head out here in a few hours to do a tour, a city tour of Cusco. And we're probably going to go walking for a little while before we do that. That's about it.
This construction was begun in 1438, approximately 1438. Those constructions are also were built to withstand the earthquakes. Okay, so it is interesting to see this kind of construction that the Incas made 500 years ago. But now in Cusco, who make a construction like this? Nobody. Probably you saw the buildings in Cusco. Most of the houses were built with using the mud bricks, the adobes. So in case of an earthquake, all the constructions in Cusco could collapse, right? And also the interesting thing is that the Incas made all those buildings using simple tools, okay, simple tools. They made all this using bronze chisels, hammer stones, they used ropes, that's all, okay, that's all. Okay, some liquid bronze to make bronze clips or bronze clamps to interlock the pieces, okay, with the shape of a C or also with the shape of a T there, for example. But in Cusco, it is possible to see this kind of work only here in the Coricancha and also in Ollantaytambo, not in other places. But in Bolivia,
the Inca used something like a level, a modern day level, holding water to level the walls. So all the windows are exactly in line with each other.
other buildings where the Incas didn't use mortar between the stones, but the work is not like this. The pieces are not rectangular like this one. Okay. Do you see those holes here? Mm-hmm. The Spanish priest made those holes to being able to hang some paintings. Okay. It is strange to see some Inca buildings inside of a Spanish building, right inside of a church. The priests used those buildings, that's why they didn't destroy it. But they covered those walls with plaster, and they made also those walls to hang some paintings in here. Okay, so inside you can see part of how was originally, how was this place in the original.
We're walking through Coriconcha, which was the most important temple of the Inca, and Spanish constructed on top of the majority of the structure in typical Spanish fashion. But what is left of the structure has remained virtually undamaged through 3 major earthquakes, showing the strength of the architecture of the Inca. It's a replica of the drawing.
made by a historian of the Inca. This was the Incan view of the world. 3 parts. Part above where the gods lived, part on earth, and the part below the earth. We're entering Tamamachai. It's one of the sacred sites of the Inca around Cusco. We've got to walk up just about 10 minutes.
It's a frame for that spring in the middle. Okay? The water also was considered like a deity for the Incas, like a male deity. Okay? You remember that I told you that in Cusco there were 328 sacred places, right? 100 of those sacred places were springs. Okay? So the Incas, when they found an important spring, an important source of water, they made this kind of construction. Okay? So doing that, they could make that those places were considered sacred, and they had the control of those places. So they were able to decide, to whom to give the water and go.
Sexy woman.
Look at this construction. This is one of the most amazing Inca constructions. Look at the size of the boulders that the Incas use in here. Very big, right? I want to show you something.
This is that Sacsayhuaman going up. Going up a level. These rocks are huge. Many of these rocks are over 6 or 7 feet tall. They were all brought here in place by the Inca.
Did you see that corner? Look at how they carve those pieces, the corner.
Mm-hmm.
One of them goes to the left, the other one to the right, the other one to the left, to make it much more solid, right? And also they use the biggest pieces on the corners, right? You see in the lower part, they use the biggest pieces in the lower part, in the corners, and also in the lower part in the foundation. But look in here, they use smaller ones, okay? And on the top, even smaller. So
Another view from the top of Sacsayhuaman, the city of Cusco. So the city is down in the valley. Soccer stadium over there. We are here just across from the hotel at, what was the name of this place? Carlos Pizza?
Pizza Carlo.
Pizza Carlos. Oh, okay, sorry. And not eating very traditional Peruvian food today.
Tonight. We made up for it yesterday.
That's right. But it's good. It's very good. So, any comments, Abby?
Well, it's very good, very traditional Italian pizza.
Yes.
Really like the brick
Complete with the brick oven.
Just
Adobe
keeping me
oven.
warm.
Yeah, which is keeping everyone in the restaurant warm, I believe. Which is actually a good thing because, believe it or not, it is.
Night air in Cusco is chilly.
It is. Actually, it's probably about, I don't know, 50 degrees, 40 degrees, something like that. So it's kind of cool.